Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back for some more Victoria 3. I know I said last time was going to be the last stream. I've realized something about this achievement we were planning on getting. Hello, George Joe Star. Hello, Ayla Ava. Hope you're doing well. It's Sunday. We don't normally stream on a Sunday, but we've got something specific that we're really trying to do today. So let's get back into Victoria 3. I've got to confess, I'm not sure if we can actually do this achievement or not. China, I'm not going to do anything with China. Sorry. I need to actually see if this is possible, because there's two key steps to what we're doing. We already have the port in Japan. But essentially, right, what we've got to do. There's an achievement. So let's look at that first. It is... Oh, we've got the standard oil achievement. That's funny. Own at least 30 levels of oil rigs in other countries. Where? Oh, we built them all on our subjects. Okay, that makes sense. Right, let's see. Which one is it? It'll be the Devil's Railroad. I wish there was a way to search these. Or at least sort them. I mean, it could be possible, right? Let's sort it under possible. Yeah, this one. Complete the Exploiting the Amazon Journal entry. Own all Amazon states and construct railways in them. So the issue with this is... we have to own every state that has this modifier in it, Amazon Rainforest. And most of these are in our subjects, which would be annoying because we'd have to release our subjects and then conquer the states, or we'd have to annex our subjects. I think that's possible in 20 years. The real kicker is, there's one here in British Guyana. So we actually have to take a state off of the British Republic. And the issue with this is Britain has a large modern army and a large relatively modern navy. And the US will join in this war against us because they hate our guts. Yeah, so we're going to stop worsening relations with China. Sorry, I'm not doing China. Please don't ask about it anymore. So, stop doing this. Stop doing that. And then... I need to have a think about this war. We're not going to declare it just yet. What we need to do is we need to actually build up our standing army and our standing navy. And we do have plenty of industrial capacity, and we have paid off all of our debts. So what I will do as well is I'm going to nationalize as many buildings as I possibly can from Britain. But essentially, if we go to our navy, this one, I'm going to start promoting all of these guys. We need our navy to be probably about 300 ships. So let's promote all these guys to level 3. This just costs extra bureaucracy and gives people extra political strength for their factions. But... oh, wrong button. But I don't think it matters too much, because they're spread out pretty evenly. And I think we're actually going to promote everyone to level 4. I want to make sure the British can't fight us back, because if they can actually naval invade us, that's going to be pretty annoying. But yeah, we've got a very specific objective today. We have to build up our navy and our army. We have to actually fight and win a war against Britain and probably the US simultaneously. I'm actually going to improve relations with the US. Yeah, that's an oof. Yeah, let's stretch. Good idea. Yeah, this is going to be really hard. I think it is possible, and we'll probably reach 1 billion GDP in those 20 years. So that's good. But we've got a lot to think about. So, first things first, let's build up our navy. So, at the moment, we have, let's see, we have 40 scout cruisers and 60 monitors. The issue with these monitors is we can't upgrade them any further, because they don't actually line up with the unit type of scout cruisers. If we look at the unit types, monitors are pretty low stats, scout cruisers are very high stats. They actually cost us, well, monitors require a lot less upkeep, but we're probably not going to have that many monitors if we can help it. We don't have access to dreadnoughts yet. Neither does Britain. And I suspect we should be able to update ironclads to dreadnoughts. There's multiple different types of light ship. I don't think there's multiple different types of heavy ship or capital ship. So let's go ahead and recruit some scout cruisers. Let's just do 30 in Maranhão to start. And then let's do another, I don't know, another 50 in Piranha. So it takes us up to 120. Let's do 170. And then let's do 200. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. There you go. So that's 200 ships. We don't have a lot of peasants. Well, we don't have any peasants. There are working adults in each of these states. I'm sure we're going to get plenty of migrants to help join the ranks. So that should be fine. Then we're also going to need to actually add some ironclads. So 20. And then probably another 40. That will probably do for now. That's a lot of building. So we're going to do that. We're not doing anything with China. Please stop asking. We've got a very specific objective. That's why I'm actually continuing this run. Is specifically to get this achievement. So we'll build all the motor industries first because they're queued up. But yeah, so we've got to do this war with Britain. And then we've actually got to annex our subjects. We've got to annex... Let's see. I mean, let's have a look at it quickly. We've got to annex Bolivia. We don't have to annex Peru. We do have to annex Ecuador. We do have to annex New Granada. We don't have to annex Venezuela. So there's actually 3 subjects that we've got to release. Maybe if we have time after everything, I'll go after China. But, like, we've got to do this first. Because this is the whole reason why I'm still playing this run. We're still going on free trade as well. This should activate fairly soon. I don't want to negotiate with the petty bourgeoisie. Actually, I probably do, because do I still want the interest? No, I don't care about the interest anymore. These guys can get out of here. Right, okay. We're earning money again. That's good. So the good thing is, we actually have room in our budget for a much larger army and navy. So that is good. With regards to the army, I don't think our army needs to really go anywhere. I think what we'll do is we'll upgrade our army to 300 battalions. I don't think we'll have to conscript everyone. This fake conscript army is mostly just so that we can actually... It's mostly just so that we can actually intimidate people. And, that's about it, really. Do we need to do anything more here, actually? How many people can we have up to this command limit? You know what? Does that even matter? Let's get rid of 9 of these. We can go up to 860. Yeah, 860 is the supply limit here. This army, we will upgrade... We'll get another commander. Let's get, like, the trade unions. I want all these supply guys. And then we'll promote you... We have plenty of bureaucracy as well, so we can do this. And we should be able to defend ourselves with 300 people. And also, this will be enough that we can actually do a naval invasion with them at full organization. So, that's actually enough, level 3 guys. Okay. We don't have more advanced army, but this is about the similar level of advancement as Britain. I feel like we don't need that much cavalry. I think we're kind of past the stage of cavalry, aren't we? Let's go up to 20 cavalry. And then I think we're probably going to want, like, 200 infantry and then 80 artillery. We want to make sure that we can defend ourselves properly. So let's just go ahead and recruit everyone evenly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 100. 1, 2. We need 30 more. 1, 2, 3. And then artillery-wise, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... So it's going to be 250. And then we want 50 more artillery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Plus 362 in the queue. This is fine. Army bases and naval bases build pretty quickly. This will probably get us a lot more prestige as well. Not that that matters at this point. We have plenty of economic prestige alone. Let's see what else we can do. Do we have an anti-American society? No. Good. I want to see how we can actually improve our relations with the US to try and get them out of this war. So let's quickly, while we're building all of this, I'm glad more people are coming in, because this means we can actually do something. So if we were going to, let's just show you what would happen. So what we actually want to do is we want to do Conquer State, British Guyana. This is not a lot of infamy, so we can do this whenever we want. The issue is British Republic has a lot of battalions and a lot of flotillas. The flotillas is the main thing. They can actually do a naval invasion, and their army is decently modern as well. If we look at these units, we've got... oh, hold on, let's go in here. I'm still surprised all of this is public information. It should show me. Trench... Oh, okay, this is bad. Trench infantry. These guys are strong. They have better defense, but they have extra morale loss. Perhaps we're going to need to get some military tech then. We're currently going for mass propaganda. This... Where is that? It's here. This is for authority. Unlock Brazilian Integralist Action Party. What? What is this? Weird. I think we need some military tech. Now, the Destroyer, I think, is an upgrade to the Monitor. So that would be a good one to get. I think, generally, we could research anything from this era, and it's not going to be too much of an issue. We could get Trench Infantry ourselves as well. I want to get the Destroyer so we can upgrade our Monitors. That would be nice. We could alternatively just go for Dreadnoughts. The powerful heavy ships. These require a lot of inputs, and they require radios, which we are admittedly making. That would probably be more important, and we already have all the text for these. Let's go for Dreadnoughts. And then we can upgrade our units once we've actually built them. And then we'll get the Trench Infantry, and then we will... go and upgrade our Monitors as the last thing. Advance on the free trade. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, God. I can't be bothered to read this one. I hate reading that one. So, we're going to build up our army and our navy. Obviously, our military goods requirements are going to increase a lot. So, we're going to have to probably respec our industry to suit that. But that's fine. We can go ahead and do that. We do have time. I think so long as we get British Guyana by, say, 1926, then we should have time to do it. Also, what we could actually do, we can actually kind of take some of these territories off of Britain as well, if we get lucky. Probably not that fast. I would like to get these little pockets, because they really irritate me. The other thing is, so Netherlands is a vassal of Germany. So there is a chance we could get the Dutch Guyana off of them. But I'm not fussed about Dutch Guyana, because it doesn't actually have the modifier. Oh. It does. The whole state has the modifier. I don't think we need to own the entirety of the state. I think a split state will do. The only thing is, British Guyana doesn't actually have enough rubber plantations to get the journal entry done if you're doing it with this state. But I don't think that actually matters. The wiki says we can just take British Guyana and that will do. Or Dutch Guyana. What's wrong with Portugal? Portugal aren't actually really doing anything in this game. They're kind of just not really there. Again, I'll indulge you to do some of these things after the British War. And after we've gotten that achievement by doing our subjects. Because it's really annoying that we're going to have to invade our subjects for this. Because we're actually... Oh my god, look at this. Our authority is really... Or our decree cost is really low. Good. Keep doing this then. Wow. We've done it! We put... We put greener grass over the entirety of Brazil. That's fantastic. So what else do we actually want to do? Let's just hedge our bets and do manufacturing here. Let's just hover over this again. Why is it so cheap? Oh, I can't hover over it. We got 25 in Amazonas. Let's do resource industry in Amazonas then. Does that count rubber plantations? It does. Okay. Great. Maybe we just do this then. Yeah, do that. I love that our power block statues are actually coming into effect here. I think it's because our current ruler is ambitious. Yeah, look at this. Silviano Pinto. So he's ambitious. So that's minus 25% decree cost. And he's an experienced political operator, so we get plus 10% authority. That's good. I've actually got some squash today. We've run out of Fanta. I've got to get back into drinking squash. Stop drinking unnecessary sugar. So, we'll get rid of our infamy. But if we do this demand, so conquer state British Guyana, if we look here, odds are the US is going to join Britain. Oh, they're allied to Britain. Okay, well that's bad. So we know Germany, we know none of these other great powers are going to support Britain. We know that Mexico isn't going to support Britain. I don't actually want to be at war with the US. The issue is, I can't actually... If I was going to fund lobbies, yeah. That would cost way too much money anyways. So I think we're going to have to fight this war alone. And I think most likely, we are just going to fight the US. Oh, let's remove our embargo. I don't care about this anymore. And let's remove our rivalry. We don't need all that gain anymore. I'll add Britain as a rival. That makes sense. Yeah, now we're reducing our infamy again. How is our treaty port here? Is that doing okay? Are people going to build stuff here? There's not a lot of trading going on. We need to subsidize the port. Okay, let's subsidize the port, and then that will work out, right? Let's do that. We've got a level 5 health system now. That's good. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed that this is going to be so annoying to get. If I knew that we were going to have to get these states to get the achievement, I would have conquered them off of these guys before subjugating them. But I think what I'll do is I'll just make this the last thing we do. And if we want to muck around and invade all of these other countries at the end of the game, then maybe what we'll do is we'll actually annex these subjects, and then... Well, we could just release them again. Or we could just reload. I think I would rather not reload. Now, who are your rivals? Your rivals with France, the Ottomans, Russia, and Spain. Well, we're rivals with Spain and Russia already. So that makes sense, I think. Yeah, nothing else going on at the moment. We're just building all these buildings. Oh my god, we've already almost built all of them. We have not been unpaused very long. I forget how much industrial power we actually have. Now, the issue is... Wait, we have a secessionist movement? We have the Japanese national movement. Yeah, I know you're not very happy with us. Well, we're just going to let you crack on. I think once the port's up and running, it should be fine. Insufficient construction for investment pool. Okay. More construction sectors. I'm just going to add these to the queue. Something else to consider is us switching off of... switching off of agrarianism. So we're still on agrarianism at the moment. This is good in a few ways. we get more government dividends efficiency, but our capitalists invest less in the investment pool. So can we actually have a look in our investment pool and see who's filling this up? Reinvestment. Company headquarters. So I think most of this is capitalists. So I think we'll get more dividends if we switch off of agrarianism now. Yeah, let's keep looking at this. So most of this is from industries. There's not very much from the rubber plantations, etc. So I think we do need to switch off of agrarianism. And I kind of held off because we didn't really need to. If we were going to go for one of these, I think it would be laissez-faire. Would it be laissez-faire? I don't know. Possibly just interventionism. We get less government dividends efficiency, but the capitalists aren't penalized. And the capitalists are the ones that are actually driving all of our investment pool contributions now. So that's something we need to do. Obviously, we don't want to do industry banned. And we need a corporate state or a council republic to do cooperative ownership. I don't think we want to do cooperative ownership. Command economy is not really for us either, because we're a republic now. So I think we will just go to interventionism. And there, perhaps we should have done this 50 years ago, I'm going to be real. But, well, I mean, we're doing alright. Now, I'm going to have a look at this, because there's a few things left for us to do. So, radios are expensive. Electricity in Matagrasso. Let's just check out the electricity situation again. So, earnings. Yeah, add another 5 to Matagrasso. What's the other one? That's it? Okay. Goiás, Amazonas, and Pará need more transportation, so we'll get more railways there. So that would probably be earnings, right? Okay, looks like they're already queued up. So I'm not going to worry about that. We have plenty of infrastructure, so I don't need to worry about that. We have built everything. Let's check the market, because I imagine what's happening now is we're importing a lot of military goods. Right? Or are the guys not ready yet? I mean, if we have a look at our budget, the military goods cost is increasing, but I think it's going to take a while to get up to, like, the max amount. Scrap the current draft and do a rewrite. We're on setback number 2 for free trade. This ain't good. Okay, gold reserves are going up. That's interesting. We're on minimum taxes, max government wages, max military wages. So there's nothing we can really do to spend more of this money, other than, perhaps, fund our military. Oh, we need to add more to the construction queue. The private sector is paying for everything at the moment. Okay, that's why we're that's why we're making a load of money. Okay, let's have a think about what we're going to do then. So iron is expensive. Probably more food industries. I think we always want these. So let's go ahead and do 5 here. Do 5 here. We'll do 5 here. Hello, Natiel. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Brazil's doing well. We've got 86.5 million people, and it's 1916. We're heading towards 1 billion GDP. That should happen. Now, I'm kind of delaying the tech that we would use to get to 1 billion GDP, because we're researching all this military stuff, and we still need to build more buildings. What am I going to build? What do we need? Is there any... Let's just go to domestic. Are there any resources left that we want to build? Just show me the actual domestic states. Let's build the fishing. I don't think there's a real need for fishing, but equally, there's no opportunity cost to doing this. So let's go ahead and just build all of them. And then that will probably make our groceries cheaper. There's no reason not to do this at this point. So, yeah, max out on all of these. What's the price of fish going to be after all of this? Probably not very high. No, but that's good. Yeah, build all the fishing wharves. Our construction is insane at this point. So it's probably going to be expensive military goods. That's what we are concerned about. So probably more electrics as well for radios. Now these are still filling up. I'll build them where they have filled up. But that's not many places, if I'm going to be honest. Sao Paulo, yeah? Piranha, I think we can wait. I think that will do for now. Don't kill the fishes. We're not going to fish them. We're responsibly fishing them. Yes. Because if we were irresponsibly fishing them, we would run out of things. Also, we almost have a scroll bar on our urban building menu. That's kind of funny. Now, iron, we built all our iron. Lead, we've built all of our lead. Logging camps, we can actually build more logging camps. So let's do that as well. There's not many left, but there's some. Now, I'm not 100% convinced these are going to turn a huge profit, but again, we may as well build them. I'm just waiting for our army and our navy to get up to full size, and then I can figure out how many goods I actually need to get for them. But at the moment, it looks like we're covering everything. This is probably just actually helping our arms industry. But what we need to do is we need to look at... Oh, I know what we need to do. Goods, military goods. Let's just look at military goods. So our ammo price is pretty low because we're importing a lot. Wait, we're making a lot of military ammo now. That's good. We're actually exporting ammo. Interesting, okay. Let's unpause it. Artillery. Looks like we're on top of that as well. Yeah, that's good. I'll tell you what, our actual arms company, this Ipanema, that's not how you pronounce that. Their throughput bonus is doing some work now. That's good. I was kind of concerned that was going to be useless, but it's not. Small arms, we're also doing just fine in. Actually, we're importing some of these, but I think that will stop soon. Wait, yeah, we are importing these. That will stop soon. And then ironclads, man o' wars. So these are our subjects' naval bases, so I'm not going to worry about that. So it looks like we actually do have the industry to get this all done. I'm sure the private sector has built a lot of it as well. That's actually very reassuring. This means we're pretty much ready to go to war whenever then. And I bet Britain is feeling really bad about this now. So is this a case where I want to wait until we get the tech? Are we going to get the tech before Britain? Not sure. Any other resources that we don't have maxed out? Rubber, we could do more rubber. You're still filling up, but I'm sure there'll be demand for this, so I'm just gonna keep building you. There you go. Sulfur, we don't have any. Wait. Do we not have any sulfur? No, oh yeah, of course we don't. It's all in our vassals. That's what we intended. Whales. We built most of our whales. That's fine. What else are we actually going to build then? I guess it's just keep looking at the market. Okay, you know what we should really do? If we're actually, if we're going to do a big war, we should try and get some of our imports and exports down. So the issue at the moment, we're importing all of our oil from the US. That's bad. Because are they going to trade it to us while we're at war with them? Probably not. That's no good. Lead is coming from the US as well. Okay, that's mildly concerning. Right, let's have a think about lead. So, all lead sources now. So, let's go anywhere that has... I'll leave it on speed 3 for now. I wish this let you sort by actual population. There's not that many people down here, which is concerning. Lima, I'm going to build 5 lead mines in Lima. Oil. So we could build some oil wells in some of these places. Let's build 5 in Uruguay. Let's build 5 in Antioquia. Let's build 5 in Pastaza. Let's not build any in Orcania. Let's not build any in Bolivar. Let's build 5 in Corrientes. Let's build 5 in Bajo Paraguay. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Let's build 5 in Argentinian Patagonia. Let's build 10 in Zulia. Oh yeah, Venezuela has like the most oil. Like Venezuela has a ton of oil. So we really should do this. Each oil rig requires 3,000 people. So let's build... Yeah, Miranda has a load as well. So let's build... Oh, whoops. I moved around. There's a lot in Cajamarca. Ah, it's moving around again. You know what? Let's do that for now. Let's unpause it for now. Let's try and get self-sufficient on all of this stuff. Gold reserves are going down. That's absolutely fine. I don't actually want to be accumulating gold here. If we are accumulating gold, what that means is we should buy back some of our actual GDP. Because at the moment, still about... This has been going up, but still about 20% of our GDP is owned by other countries. And a lot of it is owned by the British Republic. So let's actually go to our buildings. Also, let's have a look at our construction queue. We need to... So I believe we've told Britain to stop building in us, right? Let's have a look at our treaties. So Austria is building in us. I think I'm gonna turn these off. If they're not binding, I think I'm gonna turn most of these off now. I don't mind if my subjects are building in us. This one's frozen. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one then. This one is for military access, that's fine. This one's for military assistance and access. This one's for trade privileges, that's fine. Wait, who's this? Hawaii. Oh, I don't care about this. Get rid of it. Brazilian Brunei Treaty, I don't care about that. France, that's fine. So most of this is from our subjects. And I think Austria... Why is Austria allowed to build here? Is Austria allowed to build here? Oh, whatever. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But let's go to our buildings. Let's find all foreign-owned buildings. I wish there was a way to sort this by who owns it. And let's sort by owned in Brazil. Let's go through and start getting rid of foreign-owned levels on things. So let's start nationalizing these. French privately owned. Oh, French is fine. Okay. There's got to be a more efficient way than this. Don't do that. There's got to be a more efficient way than this. Building registry? Should we do this? Can I filter by who owns it? Filtered buildings. I could... So this lets you nationalize every foreign-owned building. That's probably not what we want to do. Okay, I have a better plan for this. Let's go look at the GDP. The tooltips in this game are pretty good. 320 levels. There must be a window where it shows what they own. Somewhere, but I don't know where it is. This looks like a candidate. So if we go to nationalize here, that's Austrian and French. Okay. I think I'm just going to go through it one by one. I don't think we're going to save a huge amount of time. We're just waiting around at the moment. But I've got to make sure that we get rid of everything British-owned. I have reason to suspect that this is not going to vary on a state level. So let's have a look at each of these. Austrians. Why do the Austrians own so much stuff? Glass works. Okay, we have an event. Kobe Workers Brigades. Oh dear. Sure. I'll pretend that I care about what's going on. These are all Brazilianly private owned. Well, they're not all Brazilianly privately owned, because I filtered it by non-Brazilian owners. But it's the yellow ones. The yellow ones are the ones that actually matter, aren't they? And also, a lot of these are from companies. This is going to be very annoying, I can tell. Dutch privately owned? You know what? I'm going to buy these. It's fine. So we have gold reserves, so I don't feel bad about doing this at all. We'll get the dividends back. Okay, so we unlock conveyors. That's assembly lines. That's less laborers required. That might be relevant, but I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. I think we still have enough labor that that's not an issue. Yeah, get rid of all these Dutch paper mills. I will just keep spending this. This is very expensive to do this, by the way. But we have the money, to be frank. So we'll do that, and then we'll get more reinvestment, right? That's how it works. Yeah, let's see. We've already done this. We don't want to purchase anything from the Austrians. So, fertilizer. We have a level 52 fertilizer thing? Really? Okay. Explosives. It's not a lot. I'm not going to worry about that. There might not be that many we could buy, which is probably a good thing. So these steel mills are owned by companies. That's fine. Is that generally going to be the case? I think it is generally going to be the case. Well, who owns all of these British levels and things then? Oh. Okay, we got free trade. That's good. So that means maximum subventions on exports. Oh, that means we're not making our tariffs anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's why we were doing tariffs, but I think that will be okay. Let's have a think about this. So we want more telephones and stuff as well. I'm not going to worry about that for now. Let's go to our laws. Let's get off of agrarianism. Let's get onto interventionalism. Let's just do this, because it'll be easy and everyone wants it. And I'm thinking that will make us back the money we lost from our tariffs. The Brazilian market has been grown famous worldwide for being welcoming and open to foreign trade. Okay, so exports or imports? Let's get advantage on exports. That seems good. So let's let the market reset. So now it's doing something similar, except I'm sure we're exporting even more of these goods that we were making in abundance that I wanted to keep cheap on our market. Let's not do any more nationalization while we're waiting for this situation to resolve itself with interventionalism. But there'll be more stuff to build in the meantime. More food industries, maybe. Or I could just let the private sector build stuff for a while. We can just let the private sector build stuff for a while and we keep nationalizing things. Because you'll have finished with all these oil rigs soon, right? Okay, when you have a hammer, what does this mean? Oh, it's at 99% for succession? Right. Look, I know you really wanted this Japanese treaty port. They really don't want it. I don't want to have to defend it. The progress is high enough they probably are just going to revolt. So I think I'm probably just going to actually let them revolt. Is there any way to actually just let them revolt? Yeah, they're going to fire now. Yeah, this is why this is a bad idea. Sorry. We weren't going to be able to hold on to this. Not unless we parked a big army here. Normal trade will suffice. So, we're going to go to this diplomatic play. Which is... Wait, you don't have any army? So, revoke Brazilian claims. That's what they want. They don't have an army. Well, maybe we just go and get our subjects to come in and do that. Maybe, I'm pretty sure our subjects can handle this, right? They can get up to 7 battalions. I suspect that we probably don't need to do anything with this. So I'm going to let my subjects handle that, as usual. Ugh, okay. I don't really want to wait for a war either. Let's do a negotiation with Intelligentsia, because this success chances are very high. I don't think we want to improve the lives of common people. Actually, will we get that far? We'll probably get that far. That's fine. Let's do that. I think we will increase it by 2. Insufficient construction investment pool again. Okay. It's fine. Build all these construction sectors then. And we'll keep doing it until the morale improves. These construction sectors build very quickly. Let's just keep going through our nationalization list. I should really thoroughly check that we've gotten rid of all the British buildings before we do this. So, yeah, British-owned shipyards. 1 British-owned shipyard? That's not a lot. Go for it. And then, what about this one? There's 1 British-owned shipyard. There's probably a lot of them. Levi Wise is dead? No. Boo hiss. How about Sao Paulo? Yeah, there's only 1 here. That's fine. Panama? None. Paraiba, there's 1. There's 1 in Rio. The French Republic has broken our alliance. I mean, they weren't going to join in anyways. But that is concerning. Everyone's angry with us. Why have you literally broken this out of order? That's weird. You would accept if we asked it of you again. Then I'm going to do it. Yeah. You fool. You foolish fool. How dare you? Don't get rid of all of my opinions. Buildings. Hurrah is fine. Military shipyards. We do not have a lot of military shipyards. These seem to be all foreign owned. That would probably not be a good idea, would it? Let's keep doing this then. Every time you do this, you get a relations penalty as well. But we hate these guys, and we're going to declare war on them. So I'm not that fussed. All I know is we have the money. I think we should be fine. We are definitely in the economic position to win this war now. But we do just have to do a little bit of preparation. We probably don't even necessarily have to do this, but I would rather just not. I would rather just not have any British investments anymore. We should be making all the dividends from this, not Britain. So that's that. Arms industries. There's no British levels of that, so that's fine. Artillery foundries. Oh, whoops. No, don't automatically expand these. I don't typically press that button. I'm going to set you to automation with assembly lines. I think. We don't tend to use these buildings very much, and I want to make sure that we're actually producing from them. So I'll do that for the arms industries too. So we want to have a look in Bahia. Oh, we're not building anything anymore? Hold on. What next to build then? More groceries? We could do more groceries. Actually, what's your situation? Do I just want to build a load of groceries in Cajamarca? Sure. I'm happy to start building these in my subjects. If that's actually the best spot for them. Just want to make sure we actually have the working adults. That's what I want to see in this box. I wanted to see working adults. There you go, have fun. That will do for now. Let's keep looking around. So, Rio, that's fine. Munitions plants? We only have 2 munitions plants? Okay. Can't do anything with this. Let's see. Oh, right, the farms. There's our rice farms. Yeah, no British rice farms. Maize? No, I don't really care about that. I was hoping there were going to be more British levels. I think most of them are owned by British companies, though. That's actually something to consider. Is we may need to find some way to purge these British companies. Right, coal mines. A lot of these are French owned. That's... I should probably own my coal mines. I don't really mind if the French own these, because we're friends with the French. And we're going to be friends with the French for the foreseeable. And pause it again. Iron. Right, there's British iron mines. Get these out of here. Right, war with Japanese uprising. Okay. Let's see. Are you not gonna actually invade on our behalf? Guatemala is doing a naval invasion of Japan? Okay, good luck, Guatemala. Should I actually just go ahead and do this? Oh, this is the other thing, right? We should see. You know what? You know what we should do? Let's mobilize our army with all the mobilization options we want. So we want the supplements, we want the luxury supplies. I don't think we need the motorized reconnaissance. I don't think we need the transport options. Let's mobilize them and just see how expensive that is. And then we can decide what we're actually going to build based on that mobilization. I think that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Because we'll want to do this. What's going on here? Wait, Spain's invading Britain? What's going on? What's going on, Britain? You in a war? Yes. You're in, let's see, you're in a war against Circassia. Russia versus British Republic. What's this? This has been going for a while, apparently. What's the war goal? Can you show me the war goal? Russia wants all of these British subjects. Right. You know what I think we should do? I think we should just declare the war now. If Britain's at war with Russia, and not only are you at war with Russia, you're also at war with... Okay, well, that's the main one. Yeah, you're at war with Russia. So let's just do this. Let's just conquer state, British Guyana. US will join, but that's fine because we can handle the US. If Britain is distracted, then I think I'm okay to do this war. We're mobilizing our troops now anyways, right? Let's see what's going to happen. Right. The diplomatic play is here. So Britain says they're cocky. We can actually sway a country. We could sway someone. We could sway France. We could sway them in the opening moves. What I would like to do as well... is I would like to add some more war goals. I would also like to conquer... Now, let's see. Which of these states is the ones that we want? Obviously not the actual English states. Right, El Salvador and Guatemala. Yes. Add... Oh my god. This is why going to war with Britain is annoying as well. Look at this. San Salvador. And... Mosquito. We want Nicaragua to do this, right? Wait, what? Let's have Honduras do this one. I should have paid more attention to which subject was going to get which territory. I think that will do. So now if we go here, I can add them as primary goals as well. So this is for Honduras. So Honduras is for Guatemala. Okay, sure, whatever. I don't really mind how specifically it's moved around. Just do that. And then let's get to opening moves. Mexico improving relations. Okay. Army, we're going to get you to go to the front line here. Probably this one, right? It's the same line. It's fine. Right, let's have a look at this, and then let's have a look at... No, I don't care about the Eastern New Guinea front. Don't worry about it. Right. So now these goods are getting more expensive. So now ammunition is going up. Now opium is going up. Automobiles, meat, radios. Okay, well, we could do more automobiles. Looks like a lot of these are getting privately built anyways. Let the private sector continue to get on with that. But yeah, see, our military goods cost has now skyrocketed. This is what we actually needed to do. Ammunition is the main one. So if we actually have a look at arms industries... No, munitions plants. You're going to be building 5 more in Rio Grande do Sul. Okay. I mean, that should be fine, right? I'll just let you crack on with that. On to the dogs. What's going on here? A horrendous first draft of interventionism has every faction claiming to ram in their desired changes. Right, we want success chance. So let's go ahead and do that. I do not want to be fiddling around with this while we're doing the biggest war we've actually done yet. We have more... we have another decree we can do, I guess. Okay, let's do Mato Grosso. Right, so we can sway France with war goals, transfer states, transfer subjects. Let's see, conquer state. Which one do you want? You want the West Indies. Transfer subject? We can do that instead. Transfer Australia to France. Maybe. Transfer states. You know what? I don't need all these random Brazilian islands. You know what? You can have the Solomon Islands. That sounds fair. I really didn't need to do this. Right, so... The US is on that side. We can also sway 2 more, apparently. We can sway Mexico. With war goals, return state. Why can't we do any of these? Oh, we have to wait for the sway with France to go ahead. Right, France has joined us. Okay. We can sway Mexico because they're at war with the US. So New Mexico, Rio Grande. I want one that connects them up, right? That's just what I want to do. So how about we return Rio... Oh, you don't want Rio Grande. Well, that's just weird. I'll tell you what, how about you get this one? Because that keeps the Americans off my back. Let's see how that goes. Okay, and then that will do for now. So I'm feeling pretty confident about this now. We've got France on board too, and Britain's already in a war with Russia. So this seems doable. Obviously, wherever they land, it's going to be in this sea node. We just keep our navy parked up here. Why is our command limit higher? Wait, why is our... Oh, I need to do one more promotion apparently. Okay. Here you go, have fun. You're the Grand Admiral. Okay. That's fine. Let's keep an eye on these military goods costs. So engines, meat, radios, and automobiles. Now, we probably could still do more meat, right? How are you looking, Miranda? You would benefit from some livestock. Uruguay doesn't want any. Zulia, you would benefit from some livestock. Antioquia? Yeah, you would benefit as well. Let's give you another level or so. Actually, you know what? Have like 20 levels. Have fun. Botswana, you can have one. Let's leave it like that for now. Okay. Also, if we look at this, our GDP, so this is our foreign-owned GDP. Does that actually count in here? I don't think it does. Oh, yeah. So this is our GDP number. GDP ownership, this is what we're getting dividends on, but this doesn't count towards the billion, I don't think. I guess we'll see. Maybe it does count. In any case, we didn't get the US to stay out of the war, but I'm still going to improve relations with them. Now, I suspect Britain is just going to be able to land their troops here before we start the war. If they feel so inclined. I was hoping they wouldn't feel so inclined because they're at war with friggin' Russia. They're still at war with Russia. But let's just keep an eye on what's going on. Obviously, we'll get notified if there's any naval invasions. I'm going to trust Africa to resolve itself. It's probably not ideal, but that is what's going to be happening. I'm glad France joined in on this. That makes me feel better. Then set the strategic objective here. No. Well, don't worry about it then. Let's keep looking at things. Meat is still expensive. I think then for now we'll just keep building livestock ranches in places where it makes sense. I'll build some here. Uruguay, probably not. Submarines. We do any submarines? Oh, they're support vessels. So they give a lot of offense and extra formation speed. We could add 10 submarines. Yeah, here you go. Have fun. So, yeah. The scout cruisers and the submarines require radios, but that's good because we have radios. There's going to be some pitched fighting here. in a British Guyana. Dreadnoughts spreading. Okay, that's kind of concerning because we've almost researched this. Let's get to trench works. Now, it's saying we've got an advantage here. Let's just have a look at what the actual troop strength is. Our troop strength is quite good compared to theirs. I don't think the advanced infantry is landing here. I think they're busy actually fighting in the trenches. So let's leave it as it is for now. How's the Japan thing going? It's not going well. Should I just capitulate? I'm gonna capitulate. You guys can have Japan back. Sorry. I don't fancy dealing with this. Wait. Is that... Oh, that has gone back to Japan now, right? No? Oh, right. We've got... Oh, okay, now it's gone back. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. That was just a bad idea. I keep going. Dealing in arms. The establishment of munitions plants in Minas Gerais ensures an abundant supply of ammunition for Brazil. Good. That's what I like to see. Costs are going down overall. These costs aren't very high. I mean, they are higher than average, but they're not concerningly high. I'll put it that way. Keep building all these other industries too. A lot of British troops here now. But most of them are pretty weak compared to our forces. Right, we are going to war now. We have all of these here. Returning Oaxaca is our secondary demand. You want us to return Panama to Britain? What? You want Brazilian South Africa? Well, that's not going to happen. Good luck. Yeah, seems to be going all right. Do I care about trench works then? I mean, let's see, right? Let's just see. You know what? Actually, it's a lot of tech. It's a lot of tech. Let's focus on something that's going to make us more actual money. More GDP, because that's the other achievement I want to get. Now, what would that actually be? Probably nitration fixation, or something along those lines, right? This is way more fertilizer production for fertilizer plants. And then we can add this to our farms. That's not a lot, though. Tractors, intensive wool gathering, mechanized slaughterhouses, coal-fired power plants. I would like oil turbines, but that's a long way in the future. Electric railways? Maybe. That could be one to do. Intensive wool gathering. What's this? I don't know. That's not that interesting, is it? Come on and show me. Meat. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that and get more meat. That seems actually relevant. Okay, let the war begin. War with the British Republic. A bit more exciting than usual. I think we should be able to do this, though. But we will have to pay attention to a few things. There's many different fronts going on. What's this? No, I don't care about Tidor. This is the fight I care about. Let's conquer the war goal and then go from there. Bali is in default. This is like actual world war now. Literally. So, all of our admirals are set to interception as well. Because we just want to fight and sink ships. We want to make sure they never actually manage to land another army here. Right, we got some battles. You have a lot of defense. We have a lot of troops here, though. Look, we got 168,000 troops here. France has done the same. Let's see how this goes. I am concerned. Seems to be going well, to be honest. We have a huge amount of combat width here. It's actually quite fortunate we were able to engage with so many troops. Yeah, we're winning pretty easily. Good. A few people got demoralized, but that's fine. It's nice that all of our supplements are really cheap. I'll say that. Is there anything else we want to build at the moment? Probably just more livestock, right? Ironclads are expensive. You could have 5 here. You don't have any workers. You have some workers. There's a couple here. We can do them in Cordoba. What about Lima? Lima we could do them in? There. What's Santa Fe? Yeah, we can do Santa Fe. Brazilian East Africa? Sure. Equatoria? Sure. That will do for now, I think. We need to see if there's going to be any naval invasions. But the good news is the war's going pretty well. We have a lot of troops. France has a lot of troops. This is good to see. We're going into debt again, but that's fine. Yeah, this is looking really good. We gonna be able to fight these guys? No, not quite. Okay. We got an event. The minor interests. Regardless of the governing caucus stance, the fiercest debates on interventionism come from these two, the industrialists and populists, stirred by Lev Gurko's movement. Let's see. Industrialists? Do you want to keep them happy? Probably, right? They're giving us extra capitalist investment. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Well, I don't really know where this British Navy is, but they're not naval invading us, so that's good. What's going on here? Looks like Britain's winning this one. But that's okay, that's the French. I think I'm mostly going to stay zoomed out, but obviously we're going to try and see individual battles when they happen. Right, we've unlocked the Dreadnought. Okay, so this is obviously a very powerful ship. So do we want to upgrade all our capital ships? Yes. Let's see how that goes. That's probably going to make things a lot more expensive, but we'll see. Like things aren't going overly well over here. Ooh, Koreans. It's really good when you get Koreans immigrating because there's a lot of them. How many are there? 19 million? Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how well the Africans do. I don't think they're going to do that well. The French are coming in to help on that front as well. This is the one that I'm really concerned about, to be honest. I'm just going to zoom in. Is that what we do instead? Probably not. I am not going to micromanage all these fronts. That's what we have subjects for, right? Definitely set the strategic objective there. Oh, you're mostly on defense. Go on offense. Do you want cautious offense? Yeah, cautious offense, regular offense. We only had one general actually advancing. Let's have them all advance. Feel fairly confident now. More buildings needed. Okay. Well, this state could have some. That state doesn't matter. What about... No, that state doesn't matter. Lower Congo. Not overly fussed about that. Tucumán, you could have some. Cundinamarca, you don't have enough people. Araucania, you don't have enough people. Antofagasta, you could do that. Argentinian Patagonia could be a good one. Yeah, you could have 10. Rift Valley, you could have 5. Zembe, you can have some. We should start actually building stuff in our colonies. We have the money, we have the resources. Do it. Right, let's see what happens then. We got a battle. We got a few different battles. This should be fine, because our offense is higher than their defense. What's going on? We got the Devil's Paintbrush. General Guizino Lopez's use of dedicated machine gun teams in the Brazil versus British Republic War has yielded advantageous results on the field of battle, leaving full platoons of enemies dead before they've even crossed our lines. Well, that's good. We get extra defense. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get extra defense. I don't care which general is doing what specifically. You're not doing any naval evasions here. I will keep an eye out for that. And we'll continue to try and make construction happen in a few different places. Let's build some more construction sectors. We're actually going to fill up all these states with construction sectors. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Perhaps what I should do now is I should start just maxing out states one at a time, instead of building one in every state at this point. See how it goes. Imagining I'm probably going to start another fight in a minute. Yeah, that's going well. Yeah, I think we've been adequately prepared for this. There's a lot of calculations going on now, by the way. Between all of our different buildings and everything else. Electricity in this state. Let's do that then. I will build some power plants just here in general, I think. See how it goes. Oh look, Panama's finally filled up. Good for you, Panama. Pernambuco could do the same. Amazonas. I think the rest of these probably don't matter as much. Bahia? Yeah, we'll do Bahia. Okay. How's this going? Smaller fight, but we're still winning. Yeah, the machine guns I think are really helping. Guatemala is in default. Okay. Engines, meat, radios, automobiles, telephones. Australian immigration? Good, good. How about more electrics industries? We could build 5 in Panama. I think other than that, I'm going to leave it for now, because they're still hiring. Do more motors. Where is the market? Oh, I shrank it. Okay. Motors. Build them in Bahia. In fact, should we just build a big, proper plus 50 in here? Let's do that. We should probably be doing stuff like that more often. Yeah, see how that goes. Yeah, fights are going well. Let's have a look at the market, see what the market's doing. So we're importing a lot of iron now. Clothes are still going on. Look at all goods. Fine art is a bit expensive. Telephones, radios, automobiles. Yes. Game is not lying. I think we're okay at the moment. Now, let's see. Can we do another negotiation? I could negotiate with the rural folk. Do I want to add some political concessions? Yeah, I think I will. Fun. Yeah, let's get your agriculture back. Got another fight here. This looks like it's going well. Well, it's pretty even, to be honest. That's okay, that's with the French. Are our machine guns really making that much of a difference? You know what? I am actually going to get you to come here and beat them up. I don't want you hanging out in my capital. Are you just blockading? Yeah. Oh, they're raiding convoys. Well, good luck with that. Artistic expressions. Yeah, do I want more armed forces approval? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get more armed forces approval. Yeah, go beat up these navies. There is no way our navy in one giant block loses. Also, do we actually have our dreadnoughts now? We do, I think? No. No, they actually need to land, don't they? To upgrade. That's fine. I really suspect that won't matter. Most at 700 million GDP. Right, and big naval fight. Lots and lots of ships on our side. We're going to crush them. Yeah, this is good. Really glad we prepared a bit more. And I'm really glad that Britain was already fighting a war. Looks like France is actually naval invading Britain now. That's good to see. Yeah, Britain's starting to lose some war support. I think we should actually be able to mop everything up here, which is going to please me. Oh, looks like the US and Mexico are fighting now. That's not so good. I don't really mind. I don't think the US has any terms with Mexico. There's another fleet there still? Oh, we'll go beat them up. You've been defeated. Perfectly happy to beat up people's fleets. Where are you going? South Brazilian Sea. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's let it keep running. There's some weird stuff going on here. What's going on? Oh, we won. We won that fight. Okay, so you're going back to the Andes. So we've taken this state. They'll have to naval invade it now. Let's actually go and help out our colleagues. Colleagues? Comrades. Yeah, this is technically a front, isn't it? That's quite a large front that the US has with Mexico. Let's go help them out. I think they've earned it. But that's good. We have the war goal. We will need to keep harassing the fleets. Ending the slave trade. Silviana Pinto, leader of the trade unions and a well-known opponent of the global trade, argues that our colonial ambitions in Equatoria should be leveraged towards ending the practice on the continent. Yeah? I don't really care about this. Sure. So you're going to Bangkok. Right, let's go to Bangkok then. Let's go beat them up. Here, right? No, this one. Now, obviously, you're not going to make peace immediately. We're going to push all of these. Because if we're doing this war, we might as well do it. Now, the question is, can we actually fend off... Can we actually do this as well? Not sure. Let's see. That's a secondary goal. If we can beat up the US and push them back, then we will. They have a lot of conscripts. Their defense is quite good. They have a lot of numbers. I'm glad that we haven't had to conscript. But I do need to just bear in mind that this could get... that we may need to at some point. Okay. Yeah, let's keep building all these motor industries. It's nice to actually be the proactive ones in one of these big global wars for a change. Let's see how this goes. We marched 300,000 men across the Darien Gap. We're not using any trains, so they're just marching. At a relatively slow pace, that's fine. But we should be able to beat them up over here, or wherever we end up going over here. And I will keep an eye on continuing to build stuff. Let's just keep building more motor industries for now. We know we're going to need them. Let's build up 30 here as well. Rio... oh, whoops. Ah, that's fine. Rio... there you go. Do that for now. Running low on bureaucracy? Fair enough. Are there any bits where we need to do it for tax purposes? There are a couple. Let's just do 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. I know it's a little rough, but like, we're at the stage of the game where I don't think it really matters. I could negotiate with the trade unions, but I don't want to do another tense negotiation. Getting our standard of living up to 29.1 might be a bit tough. We might have to go back to level 5 pensions for that, and that might be a bit much. We're already close to spending $1 million per day, $1 million per week. Now on the military. This is what I mean about expensive wars. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of different fights going on now, right? This is going to be kind of annoying to keep an eye on. Yeah, there's a lot of battles going on. That's a good one. There's going to be a lot of battles on a lot of different fronts. Now, did we actually beat them up in Bangkok? Did they actually go there in the end? D node in Gulf of Siam, which is this one. Okay. So we should be able to do this. I wish they would fix the movement UI on this, because it always just looks like they're zipping across the map. I'm sure they will, though. Yeah, let's beat them up here. Doesn't say they're doing any naval invasions anywhere. Right. Let's set the strategic objective to like here. We're gonna get some big fights. Not sure. Okay, we got... is that a naval fight? Yes. Beat them up. Invasion is stalled. Yeah, we're fine. We brought way more ships than they did. What's going on here? It's not our battle. Big clause. Trade unions and intelligentsia are split over the semantics of intelligentsia. Intelligentsia. So, no, not intelligentsia. Interventions. Hmm. Well, we've got to add political concessions to it, apparently, then. We can add some of the intelligentsia, that's fine. Right. Is there definitely nothing that you're better off doing at the moment? We shall see. Probably not going to be a huge amount of combat width here. Oh, yeah, we want you on this front. Yeah, do that, please. Okay, more motors? We could probably do more motors. This feels a bit extreme, but, I mean, whatever. Looks like they're kind of generally filling up, though. So maybe we don't do that now. I'll let that go a little. Actually, you know what? Is there anything still showing up on here? Meat, engines, yeah. How much more we can actually do here? I'll just leave it for a minute. There's probably a big fight we should be watching here, right? French versus the US. Mexico versus the US. Lots of big fights over there. That's an awful lot of troops concentrated in Central America, eh? That does tend to happen, doesn't it? When you get a war like this. The good news is Britain is rapidly losing support for the war. In fact, let's actually just check. So, you're getting a lot of war exhaustion due to casualties at this point. And your clout is siding against you. We're, on the other hand, doing very well. We got 1.5 KK max military size. I think you mean 1.5 million game. Well, what's this? Are we going to get some Brazilians involved? We are going to get some Brazilians involved. Look at this. These are good numbers. We're really beating them up now. Okay. We probably don't need to worry about that fight then. We could keep queuing up some more buildings. Maybe. More arts academies? You know what? Sure. Why not, eh? More art academies. 5 at a time. Rio Grande do Norte, you can have one. Acre, you can have one. Yeah, maybe we'll leave Acre. Panama, you can have one. Pernambuco, you can have one. Yeah, Acre, here you go. Italy power block? Oh, Italy's formed. Oh, that's fun. Cool. Are you done beating up the navy over here? I was kind of hoping you would be. Go back to Brazil. Oh yeah, that's actually the quickest way, is to go the other way. That's so funny. I mean, it makes sense. Right. I think we're mopping this up. Oh, we're losing this one? Why are we losing this one? We have a lot of defense. I mean, well, the casualties are similar on both sides. What about this one? That's going okay for us, I believe. The regressivist party? An election. Okay. I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to that. What's the legitimacy? It's good. Okay, let's leave it then. Your navy is coming back? Where are you going? You're going here. Okay. France is losing this one. Yeah, we're doing well on that front. Yeah, so occasionally we're getting even battles, but most of the time it's like a big stomp in our favor. And sometimes we're getting demoralized, but demoralized troops is fine. They'll come back. And we also have all the supplements for morale recovery. Okay. Then we get a load of friggin' election events. Yeah, leave it. Leave it alone. It's fine. Like their navy has moved on somewhere else. Oh, I know what we should do. We should come. We should go back to the HQ and upgrade to dreadnoughts, right? Feel like that makes sense. How's this going? That one's not going great, but that's a pretty small battle. That's fine. This one's going okay. Yeah, we're going to start pushing them pretty hard. Overall, we're gaining the momentum now. I wonder what it will take to make our actual thing sort itself out. Now, also, the dead here. Looks like most of this is, well, a little bit of this is from attrition. It's similar on both sides. For the most part, the French and the Mexicans are the ones actually fighting in the war. We're fighting pretty efficiently, so that's good. A lot of our subjects are in debt. It does make sense. Yeah, you're kind of filling up now in art academies. It's fine. What about railways? Do we need more infrastructure anywhere? Yes, we actually do. Okay, so let's see. Each railway adds 25. So we want 1, 2... 8? 8 there seems a bit much. You know, I'm going to let you guys build the railroads. I don't really care about this. How about we just build more motor industries, if there's anywhere where it makes sense to do this. This could raise. I'm going to build another 10 here. Pernambuco, I'll build another 5. Any of these that are just about filled up, I'm going to put 5 in, I think. You can have 5. Yeah, that's fine. Right, you actually upgrading the ships then? Yes, they are upgrading the ships now. Good. We'll keep an eye on the prices here. Ironclad prices still seem to be fine. Funny how this is ostensibly for Guyana, but it's turned into a big fight over Mexico again. Because the US just couldn't help themselves. I mean, to be fair, the US have actually done pretty well this game. Mostly because we've left them alone. We've not overly punished them in wars. Bourgeois fears? Sure. I don't overly care about that. Right, you are actually upgraded now, and you have the submarines. That's good. So let's go beat up some more navies. So that means go here. Like, that's a little fight. Looks like that's a little fight. That one is a big fight that we're, again, kind of stalling out on, but that's okay. That one's alright. This is going to be kind of annoying. Commander commends Civic Coalition. Okay. I guess we're going to get some powerful trade unions. No, this is good. Overall. If we add that, the US is not very happy about it. El Salvador. Let's just see how it goes. This is going fine. Right, so you fought them. Any more ships? France is pieced out. Have they? Yes. Okay. Not ideal. Mexico has pieced out. Okay. So it's just us left. Well, in that case, how about you go over here? No, we're already on that front. Something's going on. Let's see. So, we don't care about the other one now. So it's just Britain left. Britain and the US. A bit annoying our allies got forced out. I guess we'll see what happens. What is going to end up happening? How's our army looking? Our manpower's a little low now. How about set the strategic objective here? Are they actually going to be able to get through Mexico now they pieced out Mexico? And Mexico's no longer in this war? I really hope that, they're not actually going to get through here. I would be quite annoyed if that was the case. If they just managed to get all of their troops here. Now. We'll have to keep an eye on whatever battles are going on. Hopefully we can keep beating up their ships. Hello, Mr. Mayhem. Is Victoria 3 harder than an EU5? I would say no. I think EU5 is the more complicated game out of the two. I have about 150 hours of experience with Victoria 3, and I feel like I know what I'm doing in it now. So, the EU5, I watch people play it, and I'm just like, oh my god. Right, how's this looking? Good for us. Good. Yes, our defense is high, their offense is low. That's what we want to see. Lots and lots and lots of battles emerging. It feels like V3 is too much economy. What's your take? I like the economy. That's why, to be honest, that's kind of why I enjoy Victoria 3. We're doing this big war with Britain and the US because we actually need British Guyana for an achievement. We want to have every single state in the Amazon, and the rest of it is between our subjects. So we're going to have to annex our subjects after this war, which is going to be annoying, but doable. The thing is, we're set up as a sovereign empire, so we get authority from having subjects. So I really don't want to annex them, but we have to do it for the achievement. Now, I can actually add the armed forces to the government, which could be worth doing. If we trade out the rural folk at the moment, then we can actually get the enactment time bonus. So I think we'll do that for now. Get the armed forces in. But yeah, I'm happy with this game. I'm looking forward to the Great Wave update. I must say, naval stuff has been a bit janky in the game overall. Oh my god, look how many fights are breaking out. They're everywhere. How am I supposed to pay attention to all of this? I've got to admit, I don't understand how anyone can pay attention to a giant multi-front war in Victoria 3. It's kind of difficult to see what's going on. I mean, generally it seems like our troops are getting demoralized, but we're trading pretty evenly with them. And of course, naval-wise, we're crushing everyone, because of course we are. There shouldn't really be any alternative to that. Mechanized farming. Okay. Right, let's do that then. So, because that's the one we actually wanted to research. So, let's see. Close the mines. Right, so we want the farms and then livestock. So, tractors. Yeah, we'll do tractors for these. We can't do it for the rice farms. Livestock ranches, this is the main one. So we want to add some coal and get some more meat. That's good because meat is expensive. And then this one is trading grain for extra fabric and fertilizer, so that seems good too. Yeah, that's fine. That's just a little improvement. We're trying to hit 1 billion GDP as well, which I think is going to be kind of tough. Now, automatic glass bottle blowers. This is a labor saver. Not necessarily sure that's worth it. That's a lot of labor saved, but we'll see. Let's get electric railways. Let's do it. I don't think we need to invest in military tech. US has sided with Britain in a diplomatic play against the Ottomans. Really? You're trying to multitask this war. How rude. You're not going to do very well if that's the case. Yeah, we're beating you here. That's good. You don't want to spread yourselves too thin. Once the US's troops over here are gone as well, like, they shouldn't be able to get back in here, right? They were only in here because of how that war went. Oh, it paused. It feels like stuff's not moving. That's because I paused the game. Okay, let's see. Let's do that. That's fine. What else do we want? Shen! Hello, Shen. What's going on in here? Hope you're doing well, MediFR. Okay, 800. Sai Spam, Scorch 67. We are currently at war with the British Republic. We're finally doing it. So we're at war with the British Republic and we're at war with the US. We're taking British Guyana. There's an achievement in the game where we need to own every state in the Amazon. And unfortunately, subjects don't count, I don't think. So we're conquering this first, and then we're going to annex our subjects. We need to annex New Granada, Ecuador, and Bolivia, which is going to be annoying. Yeah, the British Republic. So at the moment, we're mostly fighting the US over here. We do actually have a proper army now. We've coasted by for a while without a proper army. But now we've had to commit to an actual war. Our economy is doing quite well, though. We've got 690 million GDP. We've got 95 million population. This number keeps going up. I'm trying to figure out what we're actually building everywhere, to be frank. It seems like lots of motor factories. Let's just build like a big swathe of them in Peru. There's probably too many, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to think about construction at the moment. I hope you're doing well. I'm Arisa Gaming, Fishman, with a plan. We were planning on wrapping up the Victoria 3 run last week, but we did the journal entry for the Exploiting the Amazon achievement, and then we didn't actually get it. So it's like, actually, we have to fight this war and annex our vassals. And then we're probably going to do some funny stuff after that as well. Someone's asked us to invade Portugal. Someone's asked us to invade China. We might do that. We'll see. Not really sure. Hope you're doing well, Shinson. Yeah, hope Stellaris has been going well. It looks like it was going okay when I was last checked in. Yeah, the fighting seems to be pretty even. There's lots of different fights that are breaking out. Oh! US are pieced out. Good. Get out of here. So we're just fighting the British now. Good. Get out of here. How dare you. So, our pressed war goals. We want British Guyana, and we also want all these little chunks of Central America that the British took a little while ago. And the good news is, Britain, I don't think, is enjoying the war. So let's see how far we can go with this. We actually have a pretty big navy. We could do a naval invasion of Britain, and we probably will. But we might as well beat up all these troops that are here first. Right? I mean, we could leave some time for our manpower to replenish, but I think it is going to replenish while we're finishing off this fight here. What else do we want to do? Where's their navy? Can I keep beating up their navy? These multi-front wars get very complicated. Let's go to the English Channel. That seems like a good plan, right? Yeah, because we'll beat up whatever is left of the British army and their various vassals here. Because they're completely disorganized and, well, they don't have any supplies, so this should be fine. And then we'll see what we can do. Maybe invade Ireland? But yeah, I think this Victoria 3 run's gone really well. I want to get to 1 billion GDP. That's my main other objective. Maybe airplanes as well would be a good one to do. I should probably look up the tech for airplanes. Which one is it? It's in military. It is military aviation. Well, maybe we queue that up afterwards then. I think that makes sense. Am I going to bother getting airplanes again? I don't know. Brazilian French fellowship offers opportunity. Trade privileges with France. Yeah, okay. I'm sure there's a lot more than trade privileges we could do. Trade privileges, trade privileges. You could build in Brazil again. I like France building in Brazil. Military access. I don't need you to take on our debt. Do we have a lot of debt? We actually do have a lot of debt. We have 50 million in debt. I should pay attention to that again. I'll give you military access. That's fine. I don't want anything else from you. You know what? Give me an obligation. We want the interest group to be happy. Yeah, big war. This is not a war-focused game. But we can't really achieve what we want without war, if I'm being honest. So, it is what it is. Looks like our interest groups are generally pretty happy again. Shame we're not getting the migration traction from the rural folk, but our population's very high now. I'm not sure whether the population is a constraint anymore. Extra loyalists. The animist rights movement is getting us a lot of those empty pockets events. It's really good for us. Yeah, this army here is going to get completely beaten up now. Oh, look, we got the steam turbine. So we can do coal-fired power plants now. With more electricity. Okay, that's going to be annoying. Let's let's go through this on a state-by-state basis and figure it out. So... Right, let's see. Generally, I think the answer is no. Because we probably don't need that much electricity. And we don't have that much coal. So, I suspect we probably will leave it alone generally. I mean, there's somewhere it's not that expensive. Or it's not that unproductive. So let's do it the ones that aren't that unproductive. Because it's going to eventually save resources. But there's a lot where it just doesn't make any sense. But this is a local good, so it will vary a lot. This is definitely not one of those ones where you want to set it and forget it for every single state. And then we'll let the private sector balance it out. But yeah, it looks like for the most part, this is not profitable. God, we have so many states now. This is ridiculous. Okay, we'll leave that. That's fine. We'll go back and have a look at that later. Yes, let's continue to beat them up. Lots of fighting. Bali, eh? Yeah, this is not going to go well for you. We're just crushing them now because they're completely disorganized. El Salvador and Guatemala. Oh, I see. El Salvador is actually not... Are they no longer in this war? Wait. No, you're in here as well. Honduras has claimed this for some reason. Well, whatever. I don't care. I don't care who specifically gets it. You're all my vassals. But yeah, for the most part, we're doing fine. We are accumulating debt again, but, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Are we actually doing a fight? Are we gonna actually pick up a fight at any point? Do I just want to blockade England? We could set you to blockade. Now, what does this actually do? Cutting off trade and convoys. We could just raid convoys. You know what? Let's raid convoys. That's going to block off their supply, right? Let's do it. We gonna actually kill any convoys? I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, if it adds more war exhaustion to them, then I'm all over it. Wait, what's going on here? We got another diplomatic play? Oh, Puerto Rican revolt. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, very happy with how this is going. To be fair, there's been a fairly equal amount of casualties and wounded on both sides. We've lost a lot from attrition at this point. But bear in mind, we killed a lot of US and Mexican people as well. No, not Mexicans. The other ones. No, it was mostly just the US. Because France and Mexico joined on our side, but they white pieced out fairly quickly. Okay, looks like we're actually sinking a lot of convoys. Good. We're actually going to do that effectively. Is that going to increase, reduce your war support? Probably not, right? You're going to have low enemy occupation either way. Yeah, your military is getting crushed. So let's not worry too much about that. Let's worry about the goods cost again. Iron is still quite expensive, but I don't think there's much to do about that at the moment. Construction is... Oh, goods costs are too high now? Okay. Shall we stop building construction goods at the moment then? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we'll just let these finish and then we'll let our private sector continue to build stuff. I'm really hoping we get interventionism soon. I should have switched from agrarianism to interventionism a while ago because our capitalists are providing all of our investment pool funding. So, we're finally doing it. Yeah, more convoys sunk. That's good. Whatever we can do to cut off supply and just make their lives miserable. They're not naval invading us, so I'm not worried. Rain is expensive. Okay. Are we done here now? You just need to go to this front now. Okay, just go to that front then. Looks like for the most part they're wrecked now. Oh, there's a front here. Yeah, our subjects have that. Let's just go pile in here. I must say, I'm pretty pleased with how the Sovereign Empire worked out in the end, because we liberalized fairly early, so our authority generation is very low, apart from our subjects. And that's actually letting us do the greener grass campaign across the entirety of Brazil, combined with our power bank statues and whatnot. Power block statues. Behaviorism. Okay, that's saving a bureaucracy. That's good. That's a lot of bureaucracy saved, actually. That's not bad. Guns and steam. Augusto Peixoto has successfully deployed our impressive dreadnoughts in the ongoing conflict. Good. So we get prestige. Yeah, let's get prestige. Okie dokie. Do you want to negotiate with anyone? We can negotiate with the armed forces. More munition plants? No. Workers' protections? Yeah, we can do that next. That's fine. I don't think there's any actual benefit to us doing workers' protections, but we'll see if interventionism changes that. I can't remember what the actual difference is between that and regulatory bodies. Because there wasn't when we were a monarchy, but it could have changed. I don't think I want to negotiate with the trade unions on this. Also, we're almost done voting now, so like this should be fine, right? UI, how about you let me load in here? Oh, that's just a very small battle. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we've had so many people migrate here. We're going to get over 100 million population soon. I'm not sure what actually caused this big spike here, because we got multiculturalism pretty early on. I think it was like either here or here is where we got multiculturalism. So, I don't know. We're still losing a bit of money even though we're not building anything. Right, how is the investment pool looking? There is no state which has sufficient infrastructure and available workforce for new private constructions. Well, I doubt that. Obviously, it's not going to help our GDP if we're not actually actively building a load of stuff. Insufficient construction. Okay. Right, here's what we're going to do now. I am just going to finish building these. All in, like, one state. Yeah, have fun. We just immediately built all of those. Good. Okay, so we got those states sorted out. So this belongs to Honduras now. That is fine. That's over Costa Rica. We got little Costa Rica, we got big Costa Rica. This is such a mess. But it's all in the same power block, and it's all our vassals, so I don't really care. You will probably capitulate soon as well. That would be good. And then it's just British Guyana left. You know what I wish was an option? I wish there was a hunt navies option. I wish we could just actually fight, like go and seek out navies just to fight them. Looks like there's some naval invasions going on here now. Interesting. Our subjects keep landing naval invasions on the worst bits. They kept trying to invade the north of Russia earlier. And, yeah, I'm not overly keen on that. What's going on here? I heard a tick. Coffee talk. Let's see. I don't like these ones with all the choices. This seems fine to me. Once we've wrapped this up, we could just go and either just invade all these little islands in our backyard, or we could just like try and get them to immediately capitulate, because there's a lot of naval invasions going on here now. Naval invasions, the strongest part of strategy game AI. Yeah. They're trying. They're really trying. Oil company losing prosperity? I doubt that. Yeah, get out of here. Someday, I'm going to actually think about remixing some of my companies and, like, getting rid of them and hiring new ones. But not today. We could just increase taxes again, if we really felt like it. Right, you are going to peace out, surely, right? Oh, we're still fighting you here? Okay. Whose army is this? Oh, this is the British army. Okay. Yeah, keep fighting the British army. That's fine. We get a lot of notifications these days. Meat is very expensive. Okay. Should we build more livestock ranches then? Are you going to actually fill any of them up? You might be filling them up. There's only one we can do there. You aren't really fill up. You aren't really filling up. Lower Congo. Could do some in Lower Congo. You could do some here. I should actually build stuff in Africa occasionally. Mauritania we could do. Not Cundinamarca. Bolivian Santa Fe. Sounds okay. Tanganyika. Yeah, we could do Tanganyika. This one seems fine. East Africa. East Africa. Yeah, give it a try. Get more meat. Although, I'm really hoping we can just wrap it up soon. It's just British Guyana, man. I don't think you really care that much about it, do you? I guess you do. Wow, this is going kind of crazy now. You have to be at peace to annex your vassals? I imagine so. Let's check. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's pause it while we do this. Subjects. Annex. Yes. Because they're committed participants in a diplomatic play. So we do have to wait for peace. I really don't want to annex them either. I feel like what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to annex them and then release them immediately afterwards. But yeah, look, all these different naval invasions are happening across Britain now. No one's getting in, but we're just going to keep beating up ships. And help out. Just irritating them. Are you actually on this front? You are on this front. Good. There's not that much combat width, I don't think, so they're not really pushing very fast on this. Yeah, we have a lot of Indians coming in. We've had a lot of Indians migrating over because India exploded pretty early on. We had some Koreans. No Chinese. I don't think we've ever had the Chinese immigrate to us because I think they're all just pretty happy. Yeah, China did not blow up because Britain blew up. Right, are we done here? Looks like we are done here. So, what's next? Obviously, there's some fights, but like across the world, but I don't really care about that. Should we just do a naval invasion now? Let's do it. Let's do a naval invasion. Let's set you to interception. And then let's do a naval invasion. Where makes the most sense for a naval invasion? How about Wales? Why not? Have a go. Let's have a go at invading Wales. Also, actually, here's something funny. If we actually have a look in the population map mode, you'll often find that London doesn't end up being the most populated state. In a game I played a while ago, Wales had the most population. In this case, it's the Midlands. That's slightly less interesting than usual. But yeah, look, Brazil's population is really going up. We have like 12 million people in Minas Gerais, 9 million in Bahia, 7 million in Rio. We're kind of approaching... Okay, we're not really approaching Indian levels. There's so many people in India and China. But we could dream. So they would accept a white peace. That's reassuring. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, looks like they're going to capitulate. So we still need to beat them up a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Let's see if you can defend against our naval invasion of Wales. The thumbnail has got to be like Britain getting naval invaded, right? British Congo are damaging our relations. Okay, good for you. Persia has left. We might get like just a chain of their vassals coming out. We'll see. I've got to admit, I still don't fully understand how war and diplomacy works in this game, and it feels like I should by now. I'm glad it's getting reworked, I guess. Still paying a lot. It'll be easier once we demobilize. But, again, we're going to have to actually keep mobilized to annex our vassals. But we could probably turn off a lot of our mobilization options that are making things so expensive. There's, like, meat price has gone through the roof. Grain price has gone through the roof. Most other things seem a bit cheaper now. That's good. Yeah. Let's see how your war support goes once we occupy Wales, eh? Poor Britain. See what happens. Yeah, your army is not prepared to defend against this. Well, this is what you get for declaring, like, so many wars at once. If we look at the British Republic, like, so you're in all of these wars now. Some of these are uprisings, which I guess aren't very important. But, like, you're at war with the Ottoman Empire. There's, like, proper stuff going on here. It'd be nice if we got a daytime thumbnail, though, wouldn't it? It's too dark. Show me the event. Allies of convenience. Yes, petty bourgeoisie. Yes, let's do that. Let's get more loyalists. We have 30 million loyalists now. I think that's 30.4 million. Yeah, that's a good-looking graph. Approval is going back up. We've kept taxes at minimum this whole time. This is good. Looks like our private sector is actually doing a fair bit of construction now as well. That's good. Probably. Well, I mean, we'll see, I guess. Oh, looks like we've got a battle going on. Hold on. Show me the battle. We're invading! We're doing it! They don't have a lot of defenders. The British. Oh, poor Britain. Poor Britain. This is what you get for getting rid of the Queen in, like, 1840 or something. I can't remember exactly when it happened. Yeah, beat up their ships. You definitely have more troops coming in to help. But it's not going to help. We also have the landing craft, so we don't get the offense penalty now, right? Oh, we got the big battle going on here. Okay, let's watch the big battle. So their defense is pretty low. Angus Smelly. Now that's a name. Now that's a name for a general. Angus Smelly. You like to see it. Yeah, like they're getting crushed. We're getting about equally demoralized, but they're actually taking a lot of heavy losses. So they should capitulate soon. Good. This actually went well. Yeah. You're hating this. Taking a lot of casualties now. You like to see it, but you don't like to smell it. Exactly. Yeah. Well, they say the sun never sets on the British Empire, but I beg to differ. Should we ask them for a treaty port in London? I don't know. How's this fight going? Yeah, ooh, look at that. I hate to do it to him. You know what? This might be the thumbnail, actually. Oh, interventionism. Hold on. I've got to watch this. So this means now we have the capitalists don't get that penalty anymore from agrarianism. So, that is good. Yeah, show me the battle. But where am I going to stick the mouse? Yeah, stick the mouse here. unpause it, and then we'll roll over for a week, and then we'll see what happens. The American flu. A massive outbreak of an especially deadly strain of flu has broken out in California. It threatens to spread rapidly, potentially escalating into a global pandemic. I hope it doesn't reach Brazil. Well, we're directly connected almost, so I'm sure it will. But, let's see what happens. Yes, finish them off. Our war support's going down too. We've taken a fair few casualties now. But that's fine. I think the main thing I want to see is the reinvestment. Let's go... No, not there. Let's go back here. So if we look at the investment pool, yeah, our reinvestment number has gone up to 1.35 million now. Thanks for the follow. That's good. Thank you very much for following, Jacques. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Hope you're having a pleasant time watching us beat up the British. They deserve it. They do deserve it in this game. They've been a right menace. Yeah, get them. Man. Big battle. The invasion of Wales. Angus Smelly, failed defense. Right, what do you guys think? You about ready? Everyone's in default? No. They want a bit more. That's fine. Let's keep an eye on things. Insufficient construction. The pool. Okay. Let's do Para. There you go. For fun. We're actually gonna max out all our construction sectors and just let the private sector build things. And I'll decide on another law after we finish this war. Like, just give us a second to catch our breath. Is there anything else going on in the world that I need to watch? We go after the Falklands. Probably not. Korean aristocratic revolt. Oh, that's a big one. Interesting. We've got over 4,000 construction now available. Interesting. Yeah, we'll let the private sector do it. You're gonna show us another battle? There is another battle. It's here. Yeah, that's going pretty well for us. We'll see how it keeps going. Organization is pretty low on both fronts, but yeah, they're taking a lot of casualties now. We should be done now, right? But you can't want to keep doing this, surely. You're a -6! You're a -6! -3! I'm just gonna watch the peace screen instead of the battle screen. How about now? Still -3. -2! +1! Let's do it, let's do it. Propose peace deal. Don't accidentally hit the capitulate button. How's it looking? Hooray! We did it. Okay, good. So, we now have Brazilian Guyana. We do want to incorporate this. We don't have to incorporate it, but, I mean, we're going to. There's not a lot of people here, to be frank. So yeah, you get the Amazon rainforest thing here. And then man of war shortage, I don't care about that. Army should be coming back. Okay, so we successfully warred Britain. Now for the slightly more annoying part. I still want to get to 1 billion GDP. That might be kind of hard. I mean, obviously we're not using all of our construction industry at the moment, so that's fine. Yeah, come back army. We don't want the 1 cavalry that we've acquired. And then I'm going to turn off extra supplies. We'll keep the supplements on, because they're not in high demand. I think that will do. Okay, I'm pleased. We actually did it. Oh no! What's going on? Oh, Netherlands has been puppeted by Germany. Oh, that's funny. Germany hate us. That's fine. Right, so we're earning money again. Obviously, military goods are up a little bit, but things will come back down. Yeah, okay. Prices are equilibrating again. How big's our navy now? Do we acquire an extra ship? Where? A frigate. Get rid of the frigate. We don't need any of them. What we got? Taming Amazonia. Currently in possession of vast tracts of pristine, undeveloped Amazonian lands. Yes, we know this. Oh! The journal entry comes back because we acquired another Amazon state. Okay. That's interesting. So this means that we want level 15 rubber plantations in the state. Does this mean we're going to have to keep attacking these other countries? I think it does, right? Do we have to? I think, yeah, because we have to complete the journal entry. So whenever we acquire a state, we have to complete the journal entry. Okay. Ugh. Okay, this is going to make it more complicated. But I think this is fine. So infamy is still pretty low. Damage relations with Netherlands. Embargo Germany. Rivalry Germany. Wow, we have a lot of influence now. We're not using at all. That's funny. Expel diplomats Netherlands. We could definitely beat Germany up. This should not be a problem. So, can we conquer? Yeah, we can. So who would join? No one necessarily would join. We just beat up everyone else on here. Netherlands, Germany and Netherlands. Germany has a lot of battalions. Let's just wait a minute. Let's just see where our army's at. Our army does have the manpower back. Good. We could add... Actually, you know what? Let's add 20 more artillery. Let's add 20 more artillery. In fact, we could actually add 50 more units. So let's actually add 50 more units. So let's promote you. And then let's add... I don't know. 25 artillery, 25 infantry. Okay, let's do that. Why is this so high again? Why has our income gone down so much? Oh, because we're building all this stuff. Okay, that's fine. We have destroyers now. I think that means we can upgrade our monitors. No. No, hold on. Yes. Upgrade the monitors. Alright, let's do that. We have so much construction now. It's interesting. Little by little, yes. Let's add education access. We'll build some more government... Oh, hold on. Government administration. Can we build any here? What's the tax situation? Let's build 5 here, 5 here. Or propaganda spreading. Oh, if we have to get this little bit off of France, I'm going to be annoyed. Let's actually just check that, right? Let's see. How much rubber is in this state? 6. I think we might have to get the bit off France as well. How irritating. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Now, Germany, are you in any wars? Not any big wars. That's concerning, because they can land a load of troops here. And I'm not sure how quickly they would land them. But it could happen. But once we have it all under our control, we should be fine. Now, France, we're allies. Can I actually... Like, here's an idea. State transfer. Let's see. Oh God, where are you? French Guinea. French Guyana. That's what I meant. What can we offer you? Military assistance. You might actually accept a deal if we're really sort of, Oh, obligation. This isn't too bad. I think we might be able to do this. Now, how much money do you want? We could add... Let's say 8,000 a month? Yeah, 8,000 a month. Yeah, they'd accept this. We can... Yes! We can buy French Guyana at 8,000 a week. That sounds good. Oh, I'm very happy. Because France actually likes us. Okay, yeah. There you go. Have fun. Hold on, let's look at this. Come on, accept. Yes! We did it. There is always a price. If they're an ally, yes. And this is actually enough rubber that we can do this entry. So we don't actually have to declare war on Germany. However, this is the only state we need. And I think we've got time. So let's do it. Let's do war with Germany so we can do this. I'm confident we can do it. We're still going on electric railways. I'm sure that'll be fine. We're earning money again. That's good. Is there anything else we want up here? Not really. Okay. I'm very pleased about that. What's going on? What? Why am I in a play? Oh, Brazilian South Africa. Oh, a revolt. Okay, I don't care about that. I don't want... Why do I still have one extra unit in here? You know what, I'm going to ignore that for now. Oh, laws. Are there any more laws that we want? We got a righteous government now. Do we want to kick out the armed forces again? Oh, we were going to do workers' protections. Yes. I don't think there's any reason not to do this, so we'll just go ahead and do this. I'm really pleased. This is actually going to be possible. And we even cleaned up all these random little bits here. The secessionist movement? Who? Oh, the Micronesians. Okay. I don't really care about that. Maybe you can just actually do that. Right, come back to Brazil. Cool. Cool. Why up to 368? Oh, I mapped this wrong. Oh, we can't disband troops due to a secession movement. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, I'm just going to get another general promoted then. It's fine. Right. I probably don't want to add any more troops to that, right? Yeah, I added too many troops by accident. I don't really think we need a bigger navy. We can take you up to 375. I'll tell you what. Let's add 25 more dreadnoughts. From Guyana, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's actually spread them out now. 5. That's fine. Okay. I think we're firmly establishing ourselves as the winners of the world. Can we have a look at... Actually, you know what? Let's have a quick look at the ledger. Prestige. Yeah, look at how much prestige we have now. We are doing it. Our population's pretty high, too. We're only behind Russia and China now, in terms of population. I'm going to have to do a Russia playthrough when that DLC comes out. Just seems like a lot of fun. We got the Uluru Uprising in Australia. Nice. Yeah, good. We have a lot of construction sectors. Yeah, prestige is going well. We got a huge amount of GDP. If we look at this as well, just very quickly, like, if we look at this, so a lot of it is from Navy and in particular. Our Navy is very large. We also have a lot of GDP, and we also have leading goods producer on, I don't know, most things at this point. And we also have plus 45 in general, but that's not just from technology and our interest groups. So that's to be expected, I think. This is fine. Right then. Yeah, come back to Brazil. Reinforce yourselves. And then we'll do this war with Germany. Because that shouldn't take too long. Can I just... We get relations map mode up. So France likes us, Canada likes us. China likes us. Do you want an alliance, China? No. Minus 15. I don't know. I'll offer you an embassy. We can get an alliance with China if we offer them an embassy. Sounds good. There you go. Have fun. I don't want to beat up China. They've been nice to us the whole time. And they're still unified, which is kind of unusual. You're going to go to 100%. I think we just let the Micronesians do what they want. I don't care about that at all. Right. Let's wait for you to build back up. Why 176? We have another random unit here. Oh, the monitors are upgrading to destroyers now. That's good. That's fine. Yeah, private sector's actually doing a lot of building now. That's good. Yeah, I guess the reinvestment being higher has helped. Micronesian leadership. Oh dear. I don't want this. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We just let them do it. I think we just let them do it. It's kind of funny. If you have a Micronesian leading the rural folk and then we just let them win, what happens? I guess we'll find out. Right, what are you actually building now? Just everything, right? Explosives, synthetics, all sorts of things. I think we're probably at the point where I should do synthetic silk production, right? For clothes. I feel like that would be a good idea. We still have 330% of our... 3.5% of our GDP owned by Britain. I don't really care about that. I'm only going to buy stuff if we have the gold reserves. So we'll just let this crack on for now, and we'll just let the private construction pay for everything. I do not need to use all of this construction. I need to see how we can get a system that's going to work for us a bit better in that regard. Yeah, iron, engines, and lead. Okay, let's have a look at this. So electric engines. So we can spend electricity to make more engines. We could reduce labor on these buildings. We could reduce labor on logging camps. Railways could become more efficient. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, let's do all of these. So, what am I looking at? Refrigerated rail cars? Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Assembly lines for automotive industries. Sure. Oh, we've got to change a few of these anyways because we built stuff in a few different places. That's fine. Yeah, let's go through do that. Motor industries. I don't think this overly makes sense. Let's do this one first. So electric engines. Yes, that does help. That's a lot of engines. Let's see how that goes. Have we just crashed the market for engines? We totally have. Great. Let's see how that goes then. Paper mills, probably doesn't make sense to automate. These, I don't think makes sense. Assembly lines, yes. Oh, that's true. If we switch to oil instead of coal, that probably does actually make these things easier to do, doesn't it? Let's do it. Let's see how all of this goes. We have 104 million people in our country now. Almost no peasants. So I think we are at the point where we should start switching to automation, right? If it's profitable. So I think assembly lines is the one that we want, right? Yeah, I don't care about this. Automatic power looms. I don't think we want that. We can switch to regular mechanized looms. It's not quite right. I'm perhaps going to have to pay slightly more attention than this. Gold mines. Yeah, switch that. Switch that. Switch that. Switch that. That's probably good. These, I believe, are all fine. Sugar, automatic irrigation. Centrifugal machines, yes. I might have to do this again later on as well. We've established that we don't want to do that. I don't believe that on the power front. Although, we just switched a load of things off of oil, off of coal to oil. So I think this actually does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense now. Okay, let's do it. Does it make sense everywhere? Possibly not everywhere. But in a lot of places it does. So let's do it. You're not you're not doing anything anyways. Okay, I'm going to switch you to coal then. Yeah, this is a really interesting thing because... Oh, wow. That's a good deal. Yeah, go for it. Plus 50 productivity. That's that's a decent chunk, isn't it? Yeah, again. Good. You like to see it. So electricity is going to get a lot cheaper now, in general. Interesting how it shifts the labor around as well, a little bit. Okay. Let's see how that goes. And then logging. Let's switch to rail log carts. Rubber, we want automatic irrigation and rails. Fishing wharves, we want refrigerated rail carts. Whaling stations, we want refrigerated rail carts. Railways. We want to switch those to electric trains now, because we have all the extra electricity. So let's go ahead and do that. And then... what's going on here? You all just set to steel. Said you all to steel. I don't care about what's going on in Guyana. Oh, do we not have electricity in Guyana? I should probably check that, right? Probably don't yet. I know there's probably a big construction penalty. Oh no, there is. Yeah, okay. We'll leave that alone then. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, there's probably a few more buildings I need to look at. Sorry. Construction sectors should all be steel frame. Set you all to electric. Set you all to refrigerated. Set you all to refrigerated. Set you all to rail. Set you all to rail. Oh god. Are there more to look at here? Set it to located in Brazil at this point. Set you to coal as well. Right, I think we're alright on that one. So let's leave that. Urban centers, arcades, electric streetlights, public motor carriages. Set you all to advanced tactics training. Set you to... What's going on here? Equatoria. Oh, whatever. Oh, right. Brazil doesn't belong... Equatoria doesn't actually belong to one of these colonies. You know what? Brazilian Congo. Do you fancy Equatoria? Because I don't fancy it. Here you go. No longer our problem. Right. Micronesian politician speaks out. Lol, okay. Yeah, have fun. Right, let's keep looking. There's a lot moving around on the buildings front. Oh, I should stay on pause while we're doing... I should stay paused while we're doing this. Otherwise the game is gonna, like, crunch to a halt, right? Right, pause. Thank you. Yeah, switch you all. Yep, that's fine. Go back here. Tractors, yes. You can go to assembly lines. 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 Military shipyards. Set you all to steel hulls now, I think. We have a lot of military shipyards now, that's fine. It does make sense. Electric engines, yes. Assembly lines. That doesn't look good. Synthetics plants, that's fine. Leave that alone. Assembly lines with tools, yes. Okay. We're nearly done. Mechanized looms. Okay. Right, let's unpause this for a little bit and just see what happens. GDP went down by a lot. Okay. Perhaps we shouldn't have done that. Let's leave it for just a minute, and then we'll reallocate things. Yeah, we have a lot of unemployed now. Have we just caused the Great Depression? After all of that? Hmm. Okay. Right. So don't bother with the mechanized looms for this. I think the production line for that still makes sense. Oh, we're having electricity shortages in a load of places now. Oh, I see. Right. Let's do a pass on the power plants again, then. Power plants, where are you? Here. Right. Is this now the point where we need to switch everything over to coal? Probably. Because we've just... Yeah, okay, I see what the issue is now. Okay. So coal is going to be expensive, but still okay. Right, let's let this keep going for a little bit then. So, electricity shortages, insufficient construction, expensive coal. Yes, makes sense. Okay, let's build some more power plants then. Set earnings. Build some here. Looks like the private sector is generally building a lot of them. Build some here. Build some here. Build some here. Build some here. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave that for now. I don't care about the uprising. Our subjects have that. Planted grassroots. Okay, let's just do that. Is this law still not passing? Oh, this is the workers' protections. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about... building all these power plants. It will bounce back once we built them all again. Did someone leave? I don't think people left. Our pop growth is not very high now. Everyone is generally very wealthy. Like, if we look at this, right? Our people are very wealthy. Claims on Micronesia. Mm-hmm. Wait, did that secession not actually happen anymore? Yeah, it did back down. So actually taking the rural folk leader helped in that regard. Interesting, interesting. So if we have a look... Okay, so we reshuffled our market quite a lot now. So let's have a look. So now the main demand is coal, iron, and lead. Right. Where is our coal coming from, first of all? So Panama has a lot of coal. Do I want to start doing decrees primarily for that? We could do promote social mobility in Amazonas. You know what? I'm going to put road maintenance in Amazonas. Actually, hold on. What's going on here? We're contravening the military assistance. What do you mean? Is this being contravened? Oh, our army power projection is too low. What? That's weird. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. You gave us a state. It doesn't matter, does it? Right? Do we have any coal in Amazonas? No. Okay. The mechanization of farming. The grand project of mechanizing agriculture throughout Brazil is complete. Never before have such abundant yields been tallied. Okay. Extra welfare payments or extra farming? Let's do extra welfare payments. Wait. Welfare payments. Distribute surplus food to the poor. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that to try and get the friggin' standard of living up, right? Oh, wow. That was a big increase. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was a bad move. Okay. Fun. Right, well GDP is going back up now, so that's good. We still have an electricity shortage in Rio Grande do Norte, which is this one. Let's just build another 5 there. Okay. So now if we have a look at our market and the trade situation, so we're importing all these raw resources. That's probably fine. I hope this does actually increase standard of living. Otherwise, I may just have to increase taxes. We could increase taxes. Our legitimacy is fine, right? Let's just double check this. Yes, legitimacy is fine. So let's do normal taxes now then. Okay. And we'll let the private sector keep building everything. Okay, so are you done with these ships? You're done mostly. Oh, can we upgrade the destroyers to scout cruisers now? I'd like to do that. Yes. Okay. So you have to upgrade the monitors. You have to upgrade the monitors to destroyers first. And then you do them to scout cruisers. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's do that first. I think I'm ready to declare this war. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare the war and we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up on Monday, tomorrow, in a final stream. So, conquer state. Dutch Guyana from Netherlands. And I think we'll be fine, because Germany's navy is really small anyways, right? This is fine. Right, show me what's going on. Okay, so mobilize army. Perhaps we do give them the extra supplies, because German troops, I think, are something to be quite feared. If we have a look here... Yeah, the combat strength's pretty good. So, you can go to this front. And then if we have a look at that, you're cocky. You want Haiti. Okay. Are there any more war goals I want from Germany? I don't think so. Nationalize all Brazilian buildings. Yeah, we can do this. Sure, why not? And then we can sway France. So we'll do that as well. I should actually remember that you could do forced nationalization in that treaty. Let's see. Come on, game. Something is going on that's causing the game to really chug. Brunei Peasant Revolt, maybe? You want us to transfer Honduras as well? Okay. The Metropolitan Railway. The grand opening of the Rio de Janeiro Metropolitan Railway was received with much celebration. In a speech, the president congratulated the engineers who made this possible. So we get extra loyalists and railway throughput, or we get extra prestige. Let's do the loyalists. No, we're losing the money again now that we're mobilized. Okay. Right, we can now negotiate. So we can sway France. Sway with cool ally. Yeah. Perhaps I should have done that originally. And we could get... Let's let France join in. Because France will love to beat up the Germans. That's fine. I probably don't want to transfer any of my subjects. Wait, which one do you want? You don't want any of them. Okay, we can't sway Mexico. That's fine. Wait, did Mexico join Germany? They did. Okay. Fair enough. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, and then once we own this, we got 15 years to sort out our vassals. Probably not quite 15 years. Guatemala front. Yeah, I know, that's fine. Got plenty of unemployed, so don't need to worry about jobs for a while. Common cost. What do we want? Extra loyalists? Sure. We got nearly 40... We got 42 million loyalists now. Is this going to keep going up? Probably not, right? We've got a lot of approval now from loyalists. It's good. Yeah, our economy is ending up in an interesting place. Grain, meat... More steel mills... Oh my god, look how much France is building in our lands. You know what? I'm happy with this. That's fine. Our subjects are still going for it too. That's fine. Yeah, this is so much construction. We don't need to fill this up. Oh, we've been hit by the American flu. Okay. That's not ideal. What do we want to do? Is there anything I can do? Oh, pandemic response. Right. So, oh god. Okay, so we can impose a strict lockdown and close non-essential businesses. Or we can mandate health measures such as distancing and protective masks, or we can say we're not risking the economy. Right. Not really a good time for a flu, is it? When we're gearing up for war with Germany. Let's impose a strict lockdown. We have a lot of states. Let's just try and get this flu to not spread. We'll see what happens. Wow, that's a lot of mortality. So we look at Maranhão. So, population. Yeah. That's not good. I mean, I guess more people will migrate here. Well, we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be worse in the US, right? Hmm. Right. So this means you probably want to build a load of government administrations. Oh, I see. Yeah. Everything is going to have less throughput. Right, let's just build 5 government administrations in each of those, then. Mass propaganda, okay. Let's do a decree. Let's do a resource decree. Miniscarays, let's do a resource decree in Miniscarays. Oh, I want to build a power block statue in Guyana too. That can happen. Hegu talents. No, I don't care. I think this war will be pretty straightforward. If the US aren't joining in, it should generally be pretty straightforward. They have a lot of troops, but most of them are going to be fighting France. Anglo-Canadians. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Zulu National Awakening. Yes, we haven't done anything with the Zulus. Now, I could have taken some of Africa off of Britain and made this a bit less messy, but I don't think I'm that fussed, if I'm going to be really honest. Malaya, mass migration, that's good to see. I mean, we'll do this, and then we'll end up with a big amount. We'll end up with a large amount of surplus bureaucracy again later. Yeah, build another 5 there. And then, I don't know. Spread them out, I guess. See if we can keep the flu contained. I mean, so far so good. But who knows? The American flu. Oh, we have workers' protections. Okay, fair enough. Well, that satisfies this commitment then, doesn't it? Good. Okay. War is about to begin. That's fine. Well, I think we'll leave it here then. I'm pretty pleased with how it's gone today. We got the British Guyana, we got the French Guyana. We've got to get the German Guyana, or the Netherlands Guyana. Dutch Guyana, even. And then we're going to have a period where we can just annex our vassals and sort that out. Not 100% sure what we're going to do with this GDP situation. Because obviously automation, on the one hand, is good for allowing us to have more jobs. On the other hand, it's using more resources. And I probably need to work some stuff out involving that. So getting to 1 billion GDP might be hard. We'll figure it out, though. We're going to save it here. So this is going to be stream 112. And I'm pretty confident that we should be able to wrap it up next time. That should be fine. Right. Well, thanks very much for hanging out today, everyone. If you're still here from Shen's raid earlier, thanks very much for sticking around. I do appreciate it. And the fish have been enjoying your company as well. In fact, actually, I shifted this camera the wrong way. There you go. You got a better view of the fish now. But yes, it's been good. I've enjoyed playing some Victoria at the weekend. I'm looking to get back into Oni at some point, but I'm just, like, this is a big run. I just want to get this out of my head before we go back to Oni and before we go back to making Oni videos. But if you like what you're seeing, feel free to follow me on Twitch. If you're not already following me, you'll get a notification when I go live. It's usually weekday evenings. So we'll be back tomorrow from 7:30-ish. There's a YouTube channel where I upload all the VODs. And, yep, it's all on there. The whole Brazil playthrough, I think it's gone pretty well. And then there's Discord, where we talk about video games. If you have any questions about Victoria 3, or you want to show off something, feel free to post there. We will go raid someone. Who are we going to go raid? What's the situation? Don't really know. I'm just going to go raid Willow, a friend of the channel. They're currently playing a game called Little Rocket Lab. Let's see what that is. Looks like they're finishing up a game too. What's going on in here then? Oh, it's like a little isometric style factory game. Oh, that looks fun. Yes, factories to be had by all. Have fun, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.